Om Shanti, and welcome you all to the virtual 3 days Let's Meditate series. Hope you all are doing well, feeling safe and secure at your homes, and happy Independence Day to all of you. On this special Independence Day, we are extremely happy to introduce you to this 3 days online Let's Meditate series to discover the peace within yourself. So before we move on with our today's session, we can see there are many new participants who have joined us live. So let me take a moment and talk about the organization that has been working with one common aim to bring a positive change in everyone's life and with the motive of world transformation through self-transformation. So Prajapita Brahma Kumari's Ishwarya Vishwavidyalaya is an international voluntary spiritual organization headquartered at Mount Abu, Rajasthan. Established in the year 1937, the institution now has its presence in more than 130 countries. Working at all levels of the society, the institution helps us to discover and rediscover the intrinsic values and goodness in every human being. They also teach us the most ancient forms of meditation called Raj Yoga meditation. So in this 3 days, let's meditate series, we will explore on various aspects of meditation. That is today, the day one, we will see what is meditation, difference between asanas, yoga and meditation, benefits of meditation and its scientific explanation, the term of meditation, different types of meditation, then how to enhance the power of concentration, which is the need for the hour, and also concentrative form of meditation. So for this special 3 days meditate series, which is an experiential session through music, commentary, and meditation. So today we are truly fortunate to have Brother Br.EV.Gireesh from Mumbai with us, who is PG Diploma in Psychoneurobic and MBA in Marketing and Finance. He is well known as motivational speaker and Raj Yoga trainer across corporate and educational sectors for his unique style and ability to inspire people. Being associated with Brahma Kumaris for past 22 years, he has conducted many seminars, programs as social service at various schools, colleges, Rotary clubs, hospitals, corporates, government institutions, defense establishments, banks, hotels, educational institutions all over the world, all over India. He was a Rotaract president and is known as Rotarian. He has also taken training programs at ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, NPCIL, Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited, IIT Madras, JNU, Indian Army, L&T, ICAI, ICSI, Tata Motors, TCS, Tata Power, etc. And the list goes on and on. So in short, we can say he is a life coach, transformational speaker, counselor, and happiness practitioner. So today he is going to take us through this 3 days journey on Let's Meditate to discover the peace within us. So, without taking much time, over to Brother Girish.
Om Shanti, and a very warm good evening. I hope I am audible enough. My sound is okay. Sister Veena, is
Yes,
my sound okay?
yes, absolutely
Fine
audible,
and
clear.
clear. Fine. First of all,
Girish, your PPT is on, the
yeah,
screen sharing is on. So,
yeah, that's okay.
okay.
So, I mean, you want me to do something?
Yeah, you can stop for a while so that everybody will see you. So,
But you
after that,
can't see me on the side screen. Actually, it is not possible.
yeah, we can see, but it's very small,
So
like a
how? So
thumbnail.
what do I do?
Just stop the share.
Okay, wonderful. Is that
Okay.
fine?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I look smart. Thank you. Om Shanti. Those who have joined, at the outset, I would love to wish you a very, very happy Independence Day. And India has completed almost around 73 years of independence. And maybe till now, we were all thinking about let's celebrate, let's go out, let's go and watch a movie, let's chit chat, and maybe it is the need of the hour that we all need to sit together and say, let's meditate. I mean, I really like this, theme of let's meditate, because consciously, if we all can, collectively connect our consciousnesses, it can bring about profound changes in our life, in the world at large is concerned. Yeah. So, friends, thank you, Sister Veena, for that sweet introduction of the institution and setting the context. Friends, as she was mentioning, that we will have a 3 day series on Let's Meditate. We will try to understand. Maybe you may be aware of a lot of things that I'm going to share, but at the same time, it can, bust a lot of myths which revolves around yoga, meditation, yogasana, and different types of meditation. And which one should I meditate? I mean, every, forms of meditation, they speak about what all differences and benefits it can give to you and me. So we will try to understand and we will try to practice, the basic, the essence of Raj Yoga meditation, and that's what I'll be trying to do. And I want you to, maybe at the last 5 to 10 minutes, I want you to pose your questions related to the topic, so that I'll be, will be very happy to address those questions to the best of my experience and my capacity. So, friends, let's start this journey. I've made a small PowerPoint presentation so that you can, read your attention, because today we will try to understand what concentration is. So, because there is so much of distractions around you at home. So, if you have something to read or something to see, maybe there is a little, enhancement in your attention span towards what you're listening and what you're seeing. So, I'll share the screen once again, and I hope you can see the screen. Yeah. So, friends, let's meditate and start trying to understand uh, why meditation. It is said the main principle of happiness is health. If I'm not healthy, if my body is aching, if my any of my organ system is showing some infirmity, it can take away the very beauty of joy and happiness, because a person who is in pain, pretty difficult to experience happiness. And the main principle of complete health is yoga. Now, if you look at this word yoga, there is a lot of confusion or misunderstanding about yoga, yogasana, hatha yoga, and meditation. So in a general understanding, people equate all of them in the same category. So yoga means meditation and meditation means yoga, but it is not so, friends. So we need to understand, for complete holistic health, the principle is yoga. And that is what we will try to understand it today. It is said we cannot buy good health, but it can be a very valuable saving. If I have good health, maybe then I need not spend a lot of money on the recovery from illness is concerned. So you can have a wonderful, you can save your pockets if I maintain good health, and that is why I think we need to bring in this element of yoga in our daily schedule. And more so, I think the young generation, or maybe in children, we should see to it that as elders or as parents, we should see to it that they make it a practice. Like we sleep for around 6 to 7 to 8 hours, we take time to cleanse our body, we take time to have 3 meals, maybe morning breakfast, afternoon lunch, and the dinner. So everything is there, without which life is not complete. Similarly, I think yoga should also be made an integral part, so that we can have good health is concerned. And why it is so essential? Because it is said, take good care of your body. I mean, why should I take good care of your body? Because this is where you live. I mean, this is my house. I live in this house. I mean, this is my office. This is where I work. I mean, you go actually to that particular office place and then you work. This is my vehicle. I get into the vehicle and I drive and I enjoy. And similarly, we say my body, my head, my hand, my stomach. And this is that beautiful house or office or vehicle in which I stay. If the house is not comfortable, if your office is not, the air condition is not working, if your vehicle doesn't give you the comfort, then the whole process of staying and living inside the house or working inside the office, or driving in the car, it will not be a pleasurable experience. So it is very essential that we take good care of the body, because this is where I live. It's like a mobile phone, and inside a mobile phone lives or stays, or it is there, the SIM card is there. Similarly, in this body, I stay. Yoga is a science. And why I have included this slide, because I was doing a program almost, in the month of June, International Yoga Day, and the organizer had asked me that they want to, because they have people from different communities, and yoga as a word which is derived from a Sanskrit word yuj, looks to be predominantly a Hindu, religious word. And let me tell you, friends, it is not so. Yoga is a science. It is a science of well-being. It is absolutely nothing to do with a cult like Brahma Kumaris. People know Brahma Kumaris is into Raj Yoga meditation. So anybody who is following this cult, I mean this sampradaya, they practice Raj Yoga meditation. I mean, we don't consider yoga as something which is very universal. It is nothing to do with a religion. It is not a religion. Yoga is not a religion, by a religion, for a religion. That people from other community cannot practice yoga because it has a heavy essence of the Hinduism is concerned. It's nothing to do with that. It's a science. I mean, can I ask you a question? What is the religion of a mobile phone? I mean, there we have so much of broad mind. Please tell me, what is the religion of this internet? Is it so that only one particular community can only use internet and a Zoom or a YouTube? No, I mean, it is for everybody. Please tell me, what is the religion of cancer? Is it so? Forget about it. What is the religion of coronavirus? I mean, no. And everybody across the whole globe, whether it is a communist country, whether it is a non-communist country, whether it is a democratic country, whether it is a, I mean, Muslim country, Christian country, anybody, a scientist, a virus is a virus is a virus, and I have to find an antidote to it. so that anybody on this planet Earth, if administered with that vaccine, can be free from this virus. I mean, where is religion coming? That's well-being. We are all locked up inside our house for what? Well-being. Similarly, yoga has nothing to do with per se any particular religion. Yoga is not a religion, it is a science. For coronavirus, the whole scientific community is fighting to find a virus. It is not a cure all that, okay, fine, you start meditating, you start doing yoga, you will be able to overcome all the challenges and all the difficulties is concerned. No, there are certain disciplines also, and it is not a physical exercise. Now this is the greatest myth or a misconception people have. I'm very happy that since 2000, um, I think the last couple of years, it has been made the International Yoga Day 2015 onwards, I suppose, if I'm not wrong. And the whole world at least celebrates International Yoga Day on 21st June. And I mean, I'm very happy that, the whole world thinks about, yoga as a science of well-being. But then we restrict ourselves only with respect to some kind of an exercise. And for few people, it could be, with due respect, don't misunderstand me, I'm just trying to bring about certain realities. If you feel bad about it, you can write in the comment box, you can say, Mr. Girish, you crossed the line, and I'll be apologetic about it. I mean, I have no issues on that. I mean, I'll give you a very simple way. People talk that I need to do yoga. You know why? Because my tummy is little growing. I mean, sorry, yoga is not for your reducing your, waistline. It has it has nothing to do with reducing your weight. Yes, overweight can cause a lot of physical issues. I agree with that. And we need to reduce our weight. We need to maintain our height, body weight proportion. But sorry, yoga is just not a tool to reduce weight. Or maybe for some people, if I do yoga, my skin will be tight in my face, or I will glow, I'll look good. Now, this is not the objective of yoga. Now, this is not what yoga is. I mean, that's all the whole problem is. The very essence of yoga somewhere is an escape route. I mean, I'm stressed out the whole night. I was working. I had 2 3 programs today. I was a little frustrated. So what to do? And I mean, I checked the internet, what to do to beat my stress or stress buster. Example number 1, drink green tea. Number 2, practice yoga. Oh wow, good. Now I'm sorry, this is not a stopgap arrangement in escape route that I sit in silence for 5 minutes, play some music, and whatever meditation. That's an escape route. No, yoga is not an escape route. It's something else. It's not some mumbo jumbo magic that you do it and you will be successful in life. And for few, with due respect, I couldn't avoid it because this is an image which I picked up from the YouTube. It says easy way to, I mean, a way to make easy money. A lot of people are expert in yoga nowadays. More of the this word yoga has become popular. Every other person is an expert in yoga, and that's what Veena sister was also trying to tell me. I personally would not agree to what she said. She said, I am a transformational speaker. Sorry, I don't transform people. I just speak. Transformation is a choice. I help with certain information. I motivate. I inspire. Whether somebody wants to transform or not happens to be with his intention, with his willpower, with the choice and the intentionality with which, yes, I heard Girish Bhai, I heard the Brahma Kumaris. Now I want to bring about a change. And Gandhiji, if I need to say, don't try to change the world. I mean, nobody changes. I am busy changing myself. Forget about changing somebody else on a lighter vein. So yoga is very, very beautiful. It is bringing fitness in the body, calmness in the mind. Look at the benefits. Kindness in the heart. I am a yoga practitioner, but I shout at home as far as my wife is concerned. I mean, this is not yoga. I practice yoga early morning for 1 hour, and the whole day I'm frustrated with my life. Now, if it cannot bring kindness in the heart, then I have only utilized yoga's one dimension called as physical exercises. Beyond that, it is not bringing about a change. It is awareness about the life, the truth about life, what exactly life is. A yogi lifestyle will understand what life is, along with fitness in the body, the calmness in the mind, and the kindness in that. It's a very holistic a complete well-being concept. That's what yoga is. Yoga teaches us to correct those things that cannot be tolerated. I mean, those things which I cannot tolerate, I will try to inspire, motivate, and correct it. And if it cannot be corrected, then I'll tolerate it. Yoga gives me the power. Fine, I have told umpteen times somebody to change this, the other person doesn't listen, doesn't want to do, fine. Then I would have tremendous amount of power to tolerate the other person, because yoga is everything to do about self discipline. This is very interesting. I mean, yoga is not about the shape of your body, it is the shape of life. And a lot of people use today yoga just for a few minutes because they want to, shape up. They want to look good. I mean, yoga is not to look good. Yoga is to feel good, is to become good. And if I can become good, then I may say I'm a yogi is concerned. Yoga is not something to be performed. It's not for 1 hour in the morning and half an hour in the evening. Yoga is something to be lived every moment. The awareness with which I'm living, the kind of thoughts that I'm generating, the kind of kindness in the heart, and the goodness that I can experience in life every moment, because every moment is life. And if I'm living that life, then I say, in the true sense, yes, I am leading a yogic life. Yoga should happen beyond the mat. Anything you do with attention to how you feel is yoga. So right now I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you with attention. You're eating your food, and am I eating the food with attention, with good feeling? You are in yoga with that act of eating food. So every act that I perform, where is my attention? Where is my awareness? And what kind of an emotions and feeling I'm generating? If I can do it consciously, that is yoga. And today, unfortunately, with due respect, I have seen people, doing yogas and with their earplugs and listening to music and then doing it. Fine. If you cannot pay attention to what's the awareness in the body, and that's what we will try to see what concentration is all about. Yoga means adding strength and beauty to your mind, body, and soul. So I become, actually yoga is strengthening your body, fine, that we all understand. But at the same time, two missing dimensions. One is the mind, the other is the soul. That is what we need to understand. Yoga takes you into the present moment, the only place where life exists. Past is an imagination. Future is worrying for whatever has not happened. Yeah, that's also sheer imagination. So we don't live either in the past or in the future. We live in the present, but we sacrifice the present by either thinking about the past or the future is concerned. And that's where I think meditation, comes into picture. But there is a difference between yoga and meditation. So please live in the moment. Yoga will help us to live in the present. So if you love your body, please practice asanas. It can be a lot of forms of asana. I've just, for the sake of showing a picture, I mentioned Surya Asana. It could be Surya Namaskar, it could be Bhujangasana, Kati Chakrasana. A lot of asanas are there. I mean, a lot of people who are listening to me, they can be expert in, Yogasana is concerned. So we need to do that also, so that I strengthen my body. And if you love your breath, we need to do pranayam. And because of the covid-19, I think a lot of people are taking pranayam because it strengthens the lungs, because that's the primary organ which is organ which has to do with our respiratory system. So if you love your breath, pranayama is very important. If you love your soul, do meditation. So asana, pranayam, meditation. Now comes, where is yoga then? So if you love God, the supreme, do surrender yourself. And surrender means to be free from stress, that I did my best, whatever I could do to the best of my capacity today. And when it comes down to the result, I surrender myself, I bow down. And whatever the result comes, I am a yogi. I accept it completely, wholly. Not even an iota or a trace of why the result was not as per my expectation, because I know I have no control over the result. I have only control over the process, not on the result. A yogi is a very enlightened individual. So let's try to understand what is meditation, friends. The discipline of looking inwardly is meditation. It's not looking outside, it's looking inward. It is a pilgrimage within. We know people visit a lot of pilgrimages. It could be a lot of, places of worship. It could be a temple, it could be a mosque, it could be a church. So we all go to that particular place to have peace of mind. But meditation is visiting within, is to go inside, and it's a very beautiful space. It's a sacred space out within me. Meditation is internalizing of my consciousness, rather than, the whole problem is our consciousness is all programmed to look at the attention of the outside world. What's happening, who's doing what is the news, what's the latest. Everything is external, and where do I fit in this external realm of world? But actually we don't live in the outside, we live in the inside. It's how you feel, and it's being conscious about what's happening in that sacred space. Very important. That's what we'll try to practice today. Without detachment, we will not be able to practice meditation. It is the key to meditation. Until and unless we can detach ourselves of the result of whatever I have done, I do a thing and then step back with a sakshi bhav, with a detached bird eyes view. I look at the whole world, I look at my action, I look at others, not getting affected by what's happening around. Until and unless I have this power of detachment, I little believe that to focus my attention would be a little challenge. People generally ask me questions, sir, I want to enhance my level of concentration. But one prerequisite criteria to enhance concentration is detachment. Meditation is the effortless effort. It is an effort, but it's very easy. People make it very complicated, that it's very hard, I can't practice because I have started doing it for 2 3 days or maybe for a week, and then I say, no, this is not my cup of tea, I cannot do it. I know the importance of meditation, but I cannot do it. Why? Because it is taking a lot of effort. So primarily meditation is an effortless effort, which causes us to flow towards that. Where do we need to put the effort? To that flow, towards that which we realize without conflict. Now, if I am doing something, there is an inner conflict. Should I do this? Should I do that? This looks good, but this is ethically not right, but then it could be professionally little beneficial. I mean, that conflict should not be there. That means I am absolutely clear. There is a clarity. There is no confusion within. Until and unless I have the clarity within, believe me, that effortless effort will be a very difficult process. I am, I am, engulfed in the cobwebs. Everything is pulling. Should I do that? I mean, this looks okay. I shouldn't do it. This is what parents have wanted me to do, but this is what the society wants me to. I mean, a lot of confusion. I mean, it will not help you. And stillness is not keeping quiet. It means the causes within the cell. That's what I was saying. The conflict, the chattering, the confusion by which the inward life is rendered discordant has been removed. No, there is no challenge. There is no confusion. There is no conflict. There is no problem right now for the next 5 minutes. And when there is no chattering, then probably I'll be able to meditate. Let's try to understand what's the difference between asana, yoga, and meditation. Yoga means unison. Etymologically means it is a study of words. So when you go and try to look at the history of the word, where does this word originate from? What is the history of the word? This is what this word means. It is connected to the English word yoke. Yoga is yoke. And yoga primarily means unison. It is combination. It is joining yoga. And yoga is unison with God, or the unison of the little self with the divine self, the supreme, the infinite spirit. That is the original definition of the word yoga. And if I need to tell you something very beautiful, this is just to give you an understanding from the English word. But yoga, there is no translation of this word yoga. In Telugu also it is yoga, in Hindi also it is yoga, in English also it is written as YOGA or YOG. In French also it is yoga, in Malayalam also it is yoga. There is no translation. And that's where I personally feel anything which is universal is beyond religion, because religion, nationality, caste, creed, gender, it brings differences. But anything which transcends beyond these differences, that is spirituality, the spirit which is common. So yoga is a universal word, and its primary meaning is to connect, is to join, is to get united. People confuse yoga with hatha yoga, that is yogasana, the system of bodily postures. But yoga is primarily a spirit. It has to do with the spirit beyond the body. It's a spiritual discipline. Not that there is anything wrong with practicing hatha yoga. We should practice hatha yoga. The body is a part of the human existence and must be kept fit, so it doesn't obstruct our spiritual effort. However, for those who are focused on self realization, do not necessarily have to practice it as much or at all. In the olden days, people never used to practice. If I need to tell you something about a blue zone, there are 5 places on planet Earth. Dan Buttner, National Geographic Channel expert, he went across to these 5 places in the world where people live. Average life expectancy is anytime more than the average life expectancy of the whole world. People very easily in these 5 places, one in Japan, US, Italy, Greece, there are 5 places. They live above 100 years and they lead a very beautiful life. So there are principles. They don't do any exercise. There is no gym. They do everything physically. And if you do everything physically, your body will be fit. The whole problem is we don't do it because of our lifestyle today. And then we have to take special time, 1 hour in the morning, to do, little twisting and twitching our body so that, our, joints are okay, the muscles are okay. So hatha yoga is the physical. I'm not negating that we should not do it. Please do it. No issues. But if somebody is a yogi, he has complete control of all the elements of life. So hatha yoga is the physical branch of Raj Yoga. And the true science of yoga. Raj Yoga is a system of meditation technique that helps to harmonize human consciousness with the divine consciousness is concerned. Yoga is an art as well as a science. It is a science because it offers practical methods for controlling the mind and the body, thereby making deep meditation possible. It is an art, for unless it is practiced intuitively and sensitively, it will yield only superficial results. So if I'm really very conscious about to experience life, then I have to use yoga as a science as well as an art is concerned. Yoga is a way of life, I've told you, and when practiced, give all round benefits. Meditation, now very important, meditation is a part of yoga. Yoga is the umbrella concept. Meditation is one dimension to it, which deals with mental relaxation and concentration. Why? Because the English word meditation is derived from a Latin word meditere, meaning to think. You don't think with your kidneys. Yeah. Meditation only focuses on the mind, the software, to think, to contemplate, to devise, to ponder, to, all the software activities. This is very essential because it has a profound impact on our physiology and our psychology also. but there is a difference between asana, yoga, and meditation is concerned. Now, if you look at the word yoga from an Indian perspective, one of the first terms where this word yoga was used was in, in our Vedas. But to make it a complete science, Maharishi Patanjali made it a yoga sutra. The entire science of yoga was developed by Maharishi Patanjali. And second shloka or 4 chapters, if you read Maharishi Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, it contains 4 chapters. And the second verse of the first chapter, he defines what yoga is. And this is what the definition of his understanding of yoga is. Yogash chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta means our mind or consciousness. Vritti is the fluctuation, the chattering, the wave, the ups and downs. Nirodha means to control. The very essence or the very objective or the purpose of yoga, which includes meditation and other things I'll tell you, is do not allow yourself get swayed by the tricks that this mind plays. And if I need to tell you, a mind can be a very obedient servant, and on the contrary, it can be a dangerous master. If the mind masters me, then gone with the wind. It can make you a drug addict, it can take you to depression, it can lead you to suicide, it can make a hell out of you. You are such a wonderful creation of the Almighty. No human being can ever create a human body like this. But then if the mind starts controlling you, gone. But if you, the master, the soul, tells the mind, oh mind, for the next 2 minutes, be here. I know things did not happen good. I mean, my results did not happen the way I had expected. It's okay. Oh, my mind, sit down. Like a dog, he listens to the master. The master says in a circus, it gives instructions to the various wild animals. They listen. Similarly, the mind, the chitta has to be controlled with the fluctuations and the variations that is happening. And the Yoga Sutra says, Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhayo, Ashtava, Angani. They are the 8 limbs of the yoga, yogic form of life. And if you look at it, very beautiful. Yam. The problem with our present day intellectual understanding is yoga means put on loose clothes, have a yoga mat, go to a yoga teacher with due respect, and start practicing asanas. And let me tell you, friends, asana, yam, niyam, if I go back, yam, niyam, asana, it is the third limb, and we forget the first 2 limbs. Until and unless I practice the first 2 prerequisite criteria, then the third will be more effective. The first one is 5 yamas, yam, niyam. And what are yamas? It has to do with external purification. As I was mentioning, I practice yogasana, but I get angry the whole day. This is not Gireesh, this is Maharishi Patanjali. This is not even Brahma Kumaris. When I'm speaking about, um, the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the first one is ahimsa. Any form of action or my words or my thoughts which hurts any living form. This is not Gireesh, this is mentioned that kisi jeev jantu ko dukh karna violence. It's not killing or slapping or getting angry. वो तो बहुत दूर की बात है. Any form of hurt to any living creature is himsa. Without becoming ahimsak, asan, pranayam, pratyahara, samadhi, that is so beyond comprehension only. I just cannot reach there. Number 2, truthfulness, satyata. And what does satyata means? That I understand the truth of life. Who am I? Who God is? Why am I on this planet Earth? Why this human life? What am I supposed to do? And I'm very clear about it. The knowledge is truth. Number 3 is asteya. Asteya means non-stealing. I would never take a single rupee from stealing. It is only through my hard work. Only then, the effect of good karmas will have on the body. Then the asanas will show the desired result. Number fourth is brahmacharya. This is again not Girish, this is not Brahma Kumaris, very clearly mentioned in the Yoga Sutras, brahmacharya. And people feel that Brahma Kumaris propagate celibacy, they make a husband and a wife, a brother and a sister. Hello, we are not making it. It is how what the Yoga Sutra says. Number five is called as aparigraha. Aparigraha means non-covetousness. My eye will not go into anybody's possessions. If somebody else has a car, even I want to get that same car. It's non-greed. Now this is external purification. Go to the second one, the five niyamas. First one is saucha. This is the word used in that Yoga Sutra. Shaucha means purity. Purity of the body, purity of the mind, purity of the food. It is very clearly mentioned that a yogi cannot have non-vegetarian food. Just not, I mean, can have a yogic life. Santosha, contentment. I am contented with what I have. Tapas, spiritual austerities. In Brahma Kumaris, we have a discipline of getting up early in the morning for meditation and then listening to the godly versions. Now, this has a profound impact on my meditation. Swadhyaya, study of oneself, study of the spiritual literatures. And fifth is Ishwar Pranidhana, surrender to God at the end of the day. We have a practice of writing a letter to the Almighty. God, this happened, this I did, this I shouldn't have done. I mean, I'll improve. You're surrendering yourself to God. And then comes number three is asana. But unfortunately, today people directly jump to the third one. That is the postures of various asanas concerned. And believe me, if I need to tell you, you can go back and check. You read the entire Maharshi Patanjali Yoga Sutra. There is not mention of one single name of any asana. And you know what it says? Sukhasana. Can I sit in an asana where it gives me comfort? No back pain, no leg pain, no muscle pull. That is the purpose of asana. But today we have related it to curing various ailments. Even gas problem can be solved with yogasana. Fine, if it helps you, please do it. But sorry, that was not the objective. The objective was to sit in such a position that now I go beyond the third, limb to the fourth, pranayama. Pranayama means breathing is steady, is normal. And how does the breathing gets impacted? By the state of mind. If I'm agitated, if I'm worried, the breathing goes up and down. My BP will go up. And comes the fifth, sixth, and the four aspects. Pratyahara. Pratyahara is the bridge between the first four things, and the last three is concerned. Pratyahara is withdrawal. You are withdrawing. I told you, detachment is the key to meditation. You're withdrawing from the physical body, your senses, your worldly pressures. We will do that exercise right now. And then we go to the sixth one. In Maharshi Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it is mentioned dharana. Dharana there means concentration. Now my mind will be steady. Without all these five things, concentration becomes a little challenge. Then once I have the my focus, my muscle of my mind is strengthened. Wherever I want, I can divert my mind because my mind is a very beautiful, obedient servant. Then I can contemplate, think, meditate. Although the English word of meditation and dhyana may not match, but meditation here means I am connecting my mind to the Supreme. And samadhi. Samadhi is, we will see in the next 2 days also about what samadhi is a state where you are full of bliss, Nityananda. And the Nityananda is Ananda is a superlative, super sensual. It's a state of super sensuous joy. I mean, my sister is making mendu vada, and I'll finish it and I'll have a mendu vada. And the moment I have that mendu vada, wow, with sambar, very happy. But right now, you know what samadhi means? Without a mendu vada and sambar, Can I experience right now the state of super sensuous joy, going beyond the sensual joy? And that is called a samadhi. You transcend yourself. You go beyond the physical realm of the limitation of the body is concerned. There are three types of meditation. We will focus only on one today. Number one, all form of meditation will fall into these three categories with my little understanding. The first one is concentrative form of meditation. That includes japamala, that includes the beads, that includes any mantra, that includes focusing your eyes and your mind onto a point of light, or maybe a lamp, or anything that for that matter. All forms of concentrative meditation. So if you feel that yes, I lack concentration, my children lack concentration, so maybe you can put your children into initially to enhance the level of concentration. We'll practice it today. Second is what is called as contemplative form of meditation. So I'm not focusing is essential, but then I contemplate, I create wonderful thoughts. We will do it tomorrow. It is not focusing your mind onto one particular element, but bringing in a lot of emotion, bringing in a lot of visualizing, bringing in a lot of good thoughts, bringing in a lot of good feelings. You can go into the future of what you want to achieve rather than getting overwhelmed by your past. I suppose I have a physical challenge right now and I want to be healthy. So right now in contemplative form of meditation, I'll contemplate, yes, I am healthy. I am free from that disease. I am that particular organ is healthy. I am fit. I am energetic. I'm able to do all the daily activities. Now this is a contemplative. It involves visualization. It involves affirmations. It involves self-talk. It involves self-hypnosis. It involves self-progressive muscle relaxation technique, or plenty of that. So that is a second form of meditation, which we call it as contemplative form of meditation. And third one is, we will see it day after tomorrow, that is called as transcending, something similar to that of samadhi. You go beyond the physical dimensions of human life is concerned. It is, in one way I can say, it is out of body experience. Okay, so let's try to do concentrative meditation is concerned. Friends, we have got 15 minutes. We'll do this beautiful exercise. So my theory part is over. I hope you're very clear about it. What is the difference between hatha yoga meditation, and the various forms of meditation. So friends, concentrative meditation is, in simple words, is a form of meditation in which we train our mind to focus on one object for a given duration of time. It is cultivating an ability to be with what is present in front of us for a specific period of time. Mama says to the child, concentrate and do your studies. So maybe for half an hour, the child should only focus on what he is reading as far as the subject is concerned. That is concentration. It is okay. Now I'll go very mildly. It is okay if the mind wanders from time to time, but as we continue to practice, we will be able to focus for longer period. It's like going to a gym. You practice a particular exercise, strengthen that particular area of the body, it will build up, the muscles will grow. Similarly, the mind muscle has to be strengthened through practice. Initially, if it is not happening, don't worry, but you continue practicing. Concentration is cultivated by returning. If my mind wanders, so what I need to do, I need to cultivate this habit of bringing and returning myself to the object of awareness when the mind wanders. We will do that now. Every time we bring the mind back, we are strengthening our ability to concentrate. We eventually grow able to leave the thought where it is wandering and not hook into them in the first place. What happens is, I'm concentrating on one particular object. Suppose my mind diverts, and then I get hooked onto the diverted thought, and it goes around and wanders. And by the time it is only about later, after 1 minute, I realize, oh God, no, I was concentrating. I just slipped from the track. So not get hooked into them in the first place through repeated practice with concentrative meditation. So let's concentrate, friends. Okay. So what I'll do is, I want you to sit back. We will do it for 5 minutes, and then slowly I'll move on to something more profound. So for the next 10 minutes or maybe 10 to 12 minutes, just relax. Okay. If it is possible around you, I know it could be a little challenge if there are certain distractions or sound. If you can help it, free yourself from that, that's okay. Or otherwise, it's not going to, bother you over a period of time is concerned. Okay. So the first 5 minutes, what we will do is, like suppose in Mumbai, I don't know about in Hyderabad. Maybe in Hyderabad also you have those tall buildings and big housing cooperative societies, and there is a gate and there is a watchman. And when you go out of that gate, the watchman is observing you. You come back in, he recognizes you that you are Mr. Gireesh, D block, flat number 202. I mean, he will not inquire with you because he knows you are a resident of this particular cooperative housing society. So what he does is he will sit back. You might have seen, the watchman at times, very completely relaxed, keep watching you until unless if it is a stranger, will not inquire. Now, what I want you to do it for the next 5 minutes is we all will become a watchman of our own thought. Okay. So what you are supposed to do is, if any thought comes, what you need to do, you are a watchman or a watchwoman, you are not supposed to engage with it, talk with it, stop it, follow it, go along with that particular person to the flat. No, you have to just sit back, relax, and just see the thought. If it has come, let it go. You be in the awareness of your own state called as a watchman. Let's do it for 5 minutes, and then we will slowly move on to a little higher form of meditation is concerned. I hope you're all ready, friends. um, I was very clear about what concentration is all about. Okay. There will be no music. I will just try to guide you in between. um, you need not get distracted by any of the external sound. Only listen to me. In case your mind diverges, it will be just to bring back to your original state, the time of watchman. Okay, here we start. I am a watchman. I am set on the seat of the watchman. And my role is to just observe and watch my own thoughts. Observe your thought. If any thought comes related to anything from the past, from the future, let it go, let it pass. Don't stop it, don't engage with it, don't talk to it, don't follow it, don't get hooked onto the thought. Just bring yourself back. I am a watchman. And my primary job is to just observe. Completely relaxed and at ease. Don't strain and stress yourself. Just observe. If any thought comes, let it go. Pull yourself to this conscious awareness that I am a watchman. I am an observer. I am detached and seeing my thoughts. If any thought comes, let it go, let it pass. Be relaxed, be set on the seat of the watchman. I am a watchman. My job is to watch. If any thought comes, let it go. Pull yourself back and sit on the seat of the watchman. I'm enjoying this beautiful role of watching my own thought. I am a wonderful watchman, a great watchwoman. Just observe your thoughts. Don't associate yourself with it. This is not you, it is just a thought. If it has come, let it go. Don't touch it. Don't talk. Don't hold it. Don't engage. I am a watchman, relaxed and enjoying this beautiful experience of being with myself. If any thought comes, let it go. I can experience a beautiful space, not disturbed by even a thought. I am in a state of tranquility. The seat of the watchman is so peaceful. My own thought is not bothering me. If any thought comes in, let it go. There is no interference from my own thought. I am distancing myself. I am sitting in this sacred space, the seat of the watchman, and I'm observing the thoughts, just enjoying. Now I give a name to this. Come to this awareness that I have this beautiful body. Through this physical body, I have to perform the daily actions, but I will take time, 5 minutes, to practice concentration. And one of the easiest way is to observe your own thoughts. And the more I practice, the better my focus muscles will be, and I will be able to have the power of concentration in my daily life. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed today's session as it was very informative and experiential, right? So thank you so much, Brother Girish, for the wonderful detailed explanation of difference between asanas, pranayama, meditation, and yoga. And you very well said, if you love your body, do asanas. If you love your breath, do pranayama. If you love your soul, do meditation. And if you love God or Supreme and you want to connect to Him, do yoga. So I really like this one. And it's the science. Yoga is, it's not just to shape your, it's not just to shape your body, but it's like to shape your life. And it's a beautiful science, and very nicely you explained very detailedly. I hope everybody liked today's session, and tomorrow I would like to share with everyone that tomorrow will be the continuation of today's session. And tomorrow we'll explore various types of meditation. Like brother said, we will see a contemplative form of meditation, and it is contemplative form of meditation, and this will be merged with our Sunday evening talk. So every Sunday we have Sunday evening talk. So this 3-day series will be tomorrow. It will be merged with Sunday evening talk, same time 6 to 7 p.m. So don't miss tomorrow's session as well as day after tomorrow's session, as it would be very informative and experiential. So you will really have the value for all the 3 days course, 3 days meditation course. And please do share with your friends and family, as you know, sharing is caring. And yeah, and also I want to tell you that if anybody wants to share this, we have in our Shanti Sarovar YouTube, we have a Shanti Sarovar YouTube channel. So I hope everybody has subscribed to that. If you have not subscribed to our channel, Shanti Sarovar YouTube channel, so you can just go to YouTube, subscribe to it, to our channel, so that you would get the notification whenever we post any videos. And you can also see this video in YouTube. So thank you so much, Brother Gireesh, once again. For it's
Veena
very,
sister, if
yeah,
anybody has any questions, um,
yes, yeah. We can take questions also if anybody
just
has any
yeah.
questions. So you can just unmute yourself and ask questions.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti.
Brother, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Home Shanti, brother. Brother, what is the best time to meditate?
Yeah. Ideally, every moment you can meditate. It is it is a yogic style of yogic lifestyle. I'll give you a very simple example. Suppose you are having your food. Okay, can you be mindful
Yeah.
what you are having the food? Can you enjoy eating? Can you relish, experience the taste of what you're having? Can you experience that it is going to give you strength? It is going to nourish you, nurture you. Suppose you're having it for 5 minutes. That 5 minutes you are in yoga with what you are eating. Now, when I speak about meditation, this is yoga. Yoga is continuous every moment. But when it comes down to meditation, that you have to sit in a particular position, detach yourself from all the other things, and then concentrate through your mind and meditate and connect to the Almighty. That form of meditation, the best time in Raj Yoga meditation, what we call school of thought in the Brahma Kumaris, the best time is morning 4 o'clock, early morning 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And similarly in the evening, which we call it as Sandhya Kal, that is 6 to 7 in the evening, or in the morning, which we call it as Brahma Muhurt or Amrit Vela. These are the two timings. Maybe sometime later I'll give you some scientific evidences. I'll give you one. The Brahma Kumaris extensively did a research for 8 years along with the DRDO scientist, wherein Dr. Kalam, the past president of the country, when he was the chief of the DRDO, P. Selvamurthy and few more scientists were involved in this project called as Regressing Coronary Artery Disease Project. And in the whole 8 years of the research, one of the findings was that early morning 4 o'clock onwards, the best hormones, there is a rhythm of the body which is called as a circadian rhythm. Like the sun rises and then it goes through the phases of afternoon, that evening, and then night. Similarly, the body also has a rhythm. It is called as a biological clock. And like, I'll give you an example. Now by 7:30 evening, the body will start secreting a hormone called as melatonin. Now melatonin is a hormone which is primarily released to induce sleep. But now what has happened is that we take our mobile phones into the bed, and by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, we are watching YouTube. and the blue light from the screen tricks the brain and it stops the production of melatonin, and that can have a lot of negative impact on our body. That's what I said. Yoga is not only the body, it is the entire life. Now we found out in that researches that morning 4 o'clock Amrit Vela, this is the time when you are awake and you are very highly conscious about the peace, happiness. You are in a different world of an experience. The best hormones, if I need to tell you, dose, D-O-S-E, D for dopamine, O for oxytocin, S for serotonin, E for endorphin. I mean, I can go on and on for hours about the kind of hormones, positive hormones that get secreted. Now, these get secreted. The trigger point is the circadian rhythm. It doesn't depend on you just because you're an IT professional and you work for the US client. Your body is not for US client. Body is not for livelihood. Now, what we have, unfortunately, I don't know how to work it out, but the body doesn't understand this and it will have an impact. So the best time to meditate, to sit and channelize your entire mental energy into, getting the energy from God. We will see on the third day how to do that. The best timing for that is morning 4 o'clock. In case it is difficult for you tomorrow to get up at 4 in the morning, start, getting up little early. Say, for example, I have a habit of getting at 6 o'clock. So from tomorrow onwards, start getting up at 5:30. Do it for 1 week. I will tell you tomorrow, there is something called as neuroplasticity of the brain. If you keep doing one thing again and again and again, the neuroplasticity of the brain will make it easy for you to do what you have been doing, which we call it as habit. So for 1 week, you start getting up at 5:30. Then another 1 week, start getting up at 5:15. Then 5 o'clock. Then 4:45. And believe me, for 21 days, if you can do it, it will become a part of your changed physical brain, the new neural connection, and it will become easy for you. So best timing is 4 in the morning and evening 6. But otherwise, I mean, you can take any moment. That is the best time for you to meditate, and you can experience it. Thank you.
Anaya, please tell me how many times we have to do the pranayama in day-to-day life?
Sister, let me be very honest. I am not an expert in pranayama. So, I mean, I don't know how many times you have to do to have the benefit. I do it in the morning and I do a couple of them because I have been told to do that by my yoga teacher. So I'm so sorry, sister. If you would have asked about meditation, I would have definitely answered you. But I think somebody from Shanti Sarovar can take that question. And if somebody in the Brahma Kumaris is an expert in pranayama and physical yoga, I think they will be able to answer that question rightly. But I'm so sorry. I don't know how many times we have to do pranayama. I'm so sorry for that.
Kya?
Om Shanti, brother.
Yeah.
Brother, really very wonderful session you given to him. One thing, brother, you told 3 types of meditation. So I like to know more about that subconscious mind to bring out in real life with practical way. So though within those 3 meditation, which one is more powerful to use subconscious mind very effectively? If you explain, it will be more good to us, brother.
Yeah. Um, um, I hope your question I have understood. It is not about which form of meditation you need to do to bring about a change in your. Veena sister, please tell me the timings, because if you are delaying, I mean, I can reduce down the answer. Or maybe the one who has asked this question, I can take
5 to 10, 5 to 6, 7 minutes you can take.
Fine. See, what has happened is, I'll give you a very simple example. The subconscious mind and the conscious mind. Okay. The subconscious mind is very powerful in comparison to the conscious mind. Now, what has happened is that over a period of time, since childhood, through external surroundings, impression, experiences, books, mom, dad, religion, community, nationality, there is lot of wrong beliefs and concepts which has entered into my subconscious mind. I'll give you a very simple example. If you take a 2-year-old baby, and in foreign countries they do it under guidance, they take a 2-year-old baby into the swimming pool and they leave the baby into the swimming pool. And it has been observed, this is called as a bradycardic response of a child, and every child has it. That's natural, gifted. The baby inside the water can keep their eyelid open and can hold the breath, not being trained. Why is it so? Because the baby in the mother's womb was surrounded by that fluid. So it comes into this world with a programming. That's what the subconscious mind does. But in Indian context, and then in foreign country, if the baby is trained, to float on water, and that is how they reduced infant mortality in foreign countries, where the parents did not pay attention to the child and the child crawled, because in those countries every houses had their own swimming pool, and they had instances of child drowning into the water, and parents were not aware of it. At India, you take say 10-year-old kid and you go to a picnic site where there is a river or a sea beach. The first thing mother is going to tell this child is, don't go close to the water, you will drown, you will drown, you will drown, you will drown, for 15 years. And by the time my subconscious mind has gotten information that I will drown, and the moment after, say when I'm 15, 16 years, the parents send me to a swimming class, and the swimming teacher is inside the water and he says, Gireesh, now jump into the water. Now my subconscious mind gives me a message, no, you will drown. But the conscious mind knows the logic, the rationality. No, the swimming pool is only 4 feet and I am 5 feet. Even if I stand straight, I will not drown. And the instructor is in the swimming pool. But the subconscious mind is so powerful, it suppresses the conscious mind. The logic doesn't work. The logic doesn't work. I smoke. Logic doesn't work. I shout. Logic doesn't work. I drink. Where is logic? When doctors drink, with due respect, they know everything about the human body. Where is logic? Where is rationality? Where is information? Where is education? This is all at the conscious level, but the subconscious mind is very powerful, and it has been programmed for 15 years. Now I'll give you a very simple technique. Suppose I've got fear of lizard. It has got into my subconscious mind. Or fear of swimming. It has gone into my subconscious mind. Now what you need to do is consciously 24 hours, whether it is concentrative meditation, contemplative meditation, or samadhi, you can do it there also. Otherwise also, right now, can you consciously be aware, I am healthy, I will be able to swim, I can learn floating. Lizard is a small, creature. It is not going to impact me. It is not very heavy that if it falls on me, it will crush me. But the fear is in the subconscious mind. So what I'm doing, consciously, I am programming. How did the subconscious mind got feeded by that fear of swimming? Mama told, you will drown, you will drown. It is consciously happening. Mama did not put me into the swimming pool and say, no, baby, you will not drown. I imagined it. I gave a certificate to myself. Now do it every moment. Whatever negative information has gone into the swimming pool, say, for example, I have fear of death. Now, if I can consciously, through consciousness only, I can change the subconscious mind. And that's what concentration is all about. I told, while having food, eat the food. This food is going to keep me healthy. I will live for long. What you are programming is the subconscious mind. Somewhere it has got the information that I may die, I may die, I may die. Now you're saying, I'm healthy, I will live long, I am healthy, I will live long, I'm healthy. Every minute, if you can consciously, purposefully, consciously, if you can think all those things, I'll tell you tomorrow how you have to do it. Through contemplation. I am healthy, I am safe. Whatever time I live, I will live very beautiful life, whether it is till tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So through conscious programming, I can change my subconscious programming. It should include concentration, contemplation, and samadhi also. But first thing, stop the negative, replace it with the positively. Experience it. I told you, I am a watchman. I am relaxed. Experience it. What you're doing is, at least for the 5 minutes, you didn't had any fear. You didn't experience any stress. You didn't experience any insecurity. What you were doing is, you were in a beautiful world. And the more you can stay in this state for 24 hours, suppose I stay in this state for 8 hours, 8 hours I sleep. So for almost around 16 hours, there is no negative television, which I am giving wrong information to my mind. There is no social media. because that is all there, but I am not feeding. I am right now talking to you with pleasure, with happiness, with joy. Now after finishing, I'll have my vada and sambar. I'll have it with a lot of joy and happiness. Then I will do my tomorrow's presentation. I'll do with joy and happiness. Now what is happening is that consciously I am changing my sanskars. I'm changing my habits, which has gone into my subconscious mind. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Hearty congrats, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Om Shanti, brother.
Valuable
I'm,
information.
yeah, I'm doing meditation in Amrit Vela.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I'm getting sleeping. So my mind is completely relaxed.
Okay.
So I'm doing meditation with 10 to 15 minutes, okay. But how to avoid sleeping in that time?
Yeah.
Could you please suggest any suggestions?
I can see this is the last question. Veena Ben, that would be fine. And
Yes,
if you
yes.
have any questions, we'll take it tomorrow. Okay?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay. Somebody, Deepak Yadav asked the question, what is the best time to sleep? I may not say what is the best time to sleep, but I'll give you a very beautiful example. I mean, if you are a yogi, you know, ideally in one cycle, we sleep for 90 minutes. And 3 cycles or 3.5 cycles is good enough. And if I have to get up at 4 in the morning so that my good hormones are secreted, so the best time would be 10 o'clock to sleep. So if I sleep at 10 o'clock and get up at 4 o'clock, this is good. 3.5 hours of delta wave programming, number one. Maybe sometime later we can do an extensive session on sleep management. Now you were charged completely for that, around 5 to 6 hours. After immediately what you do is you're meditating. You are awake, but again you are charging yourself. You had been charged for 6 hours, and then this is top up charging. Now for the whole day you will be very active, number one. Second question is, if I am feeling sleepy during meditation, now there could be a lot of reasons why I feel sleepy while meditating. Maybe number one, I did not get enough of rest to my physical body. Maybe I slept quite late. Maybe I was tired mentally and I was tired physically. Maybe the yamaniyama, maybe the kind of food that I'm eating, maybe the kind of food that I'm eating from here, maybe the kind of my actions the entire day. I got worked up, I got angry, I got frustrated, I got insecure, I got competitive. Now this will run your internal software very fast, and the heat, if your computer works too much, shut down hone ke chances hai. Now I'm tired the entire day. Now since sleep is also a form of meditation, but it is unconscious meditation. Now if I did not get enough of, I'm sleeping at 12 o'clock and I get up at 4 o'clock, and the entire day also I discharge a lot of energy and proper charging did not take place for 4 hours, then when I get up, I will tend to fall asleep, number one. Number two, what you can do to avoid this falling asleep is you have to set your routine very correct. The best thing I liked about Brahma Kumaris is, unlike other organization, is when they want to teach you meditation, they'll say, come, I'll teach you meditation, sit like this, play this music, this commentary, and do meditation. Brahma Kumaris teaches you meditation only on the 7th day of the 7 days course. It will set my entire routine. So I will have, if you're practicing meditation, see where is that routine which is not appropriate, which is forcing me to feel tired when I am meditating, number one. Number two, in case if it is all okay, your routine is fine, but still I am feeling sleepy, then it is because of my laziness. I can get up, but I don't want to. I hit the alarm button and say, I'll sleep for 5 minutes. Or even though I have got up and I am sitting and meditating, but then I try to doze. Now, what you need to do is you need to break the pattern, because there is a neuro-associative nature of the brain. Suppose you get up out of the bed and you sit on the bed and try to meditate. Now, the bed is meant for sleeping, not for meditating. So the brain associates the bed with that of sleeping. So when you are sitting, the brain will program it to sleep. So get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, and if possible, change your dress and switch on the white light, take a particular seat, sit straight, and see, maybe for the next half an hour, you will not feel sleep. And in case you're feeling sleepy, because I have got a tendency of falling asleep, again get up, walk for some time. This is how you can break the habit of sleeping while doing Amrit Vela is concerned. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Veena, then you can, have the closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. So tomorrow we'll see you at the same time with your friends and family, 6 to 7 p.m. So don't miss 2 day session. So you will, if you have any questions, you can ask Brother Girish tomorrow and day after tomorrow. And okay, Om Shanti, everyone. Have a nice day. Have a nice
With this,
evening.
brother.
Om Shanti. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Good night. Take care, everyone.
Good day, sir. Good day, sir.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Om
Good night.
Shanti.
Om
Thank you.
Shanti.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So Veena,
Once
when
again, yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, sure. Once again, thank you so much, Brother Girish, for taking this session,
Thank you.
joining us. Yeah, thank you, the Supreme Soul. Yeah.